the hizzle all for shizzle dizzle. We got an excellent show here today. So yeah, it's cold out here, y'all. It is cold out here, man. Um, yeah, doing asphalt in December, in the middle of December in the cold weather. Yeah, so it's a good sign as far as work. But I'm working on a Saturday of all days. But anywho, just a quick check in. I wanted to check in this early morning. Oh, let me turn this heat down. I got this heat all the way blasted. Yeah, so wanted to just do a quick check in. Oh, thanks for the like. Thanks for the likes. Appreciate that, twin. Appreciate that, man. So, how you like the camera? It look different, look more crisp, look more crisp. It's my new camera. Got a new camera there, twin. Like, share. Okay, thanks, man. Appreciate that. I'm gonna get a new mic pretty soon, twin. I got to get a new mic, but yeah, it's good to see you. Um, we're a couple of weeks away from the new year, 2026, man, and I'm hoping. Um, Number one, I'm hoping this war in Ukraine. Well, I hope Ukraine capitulates to their loss to Russia, and I hope Trump uh, makes sure he's not giving away no more money to Ukraine because it'd be total waste. Um, and I hope people in Canada, specifically Canada, are waking up, man. I met somebody online. It's like, oh man, I hate the Russians and this and that. Didn't mention nothing about the Ukrainians, and I'm just like, wow, the propaganda is real, y'all. The propaganda is real. Zelensky's an idiot box. He is an idiot box, man. He is, But I get it. He's trying to keep the money flow coming because he's got to build an escape route and an escape nest to his mansions. So I get why he's doing what he's doing. He got to keep the money coming in, twin, for himself. So when he's ready to bounce, when he's ready to catch out, he's good. But in order to catch out, you got to have your mansion set up, have enough money set up, and then he can. Because yeah, that money flow is about to be cut off. I know Trump has claimed that he's cut off aiding and funds to Ukraine, and so Trump did admit he's like, man, Ukraine they don't lost the war. Selfish bastard. Yeah, twin. Yeah. You know, twin. And what's really selfish about it is that you constantly got Ukrainian people, young men dying on the front lines. Man, this is for nothing. And now you got, the crazy thing I heard, twin, is you got South Americans now. They're recruiting South Americans. They're recruiting people from Brazil, Argentina. I forget where else. Brazil, Argentina, some other places to help out the Ukrainians. And I'm like, dude, y'all are damn. I feel sorry for those guys because the mercenaries get caught. They get executed on sight. Ain't no being a prisoner if you're a mercenary. You go over there as a mercenary, that's it. They you a mercenary and plaque. They say what? Yeah, twin. There are Brazilian and Argentinian mercenaries. There's American mercenaries over there too, British, and this is why um, they pay the families to stay quiet. But there's a lot of American people getting killed over there. But they're not supposed to be official. They're mercenaries, and so yeah, Russians are saying they're not going to take any mercenaries as prisoners. So if you're a mercenary, you get caught. Yeah. Oh yeah, the Russians don't play. Twin, the Russians don't play. You go over there as a mercenary and you get caught. Ain't no being a prisoner for you. They'll take the Ukrainians prisoners, but you as a mercenary. And this is why so many Canadians and people from the UK and all that, and from France, they're really upset about this war because of the policies that the Russians are imposing on the mercenaries. First of all, as a mercenary, you don't belong over there. You know what you're doing over there. First of all, you should know Ukraine is not going to win against Russia. That number one, you should know that. If you don't have enough sense to know that, then you pretty much uh, you know what? It's, Jesus, twin. Oh gosh, that's rule number one. You should understand Ukraine's not going to win against Russia. That's rule number one. If you don't have enough sense to know that, and you go over there, then what, what can I say, twin? What do you expect me to say, twin? As a mercenary, you should know Ukraine's not going to defeat Russia, even with the help of the U.S. and NATO. NATO and U.S. can help all they want. They're not winning against, man, they're not going to win against Russia. So you're going to go over there? What, you going there thinking that you're going to help Ukraine defeat Russia? Talk to me, twin. Talk to me, man. Because common sense isn't so common, is all we can say. Twin, sometimes, this is one of the will of God moment. The will of God. I guess this is the will of God that some people just be eradicated. You go over there, and this is for the goddamn Brazilians, Argentinians, the UKans, the Americans, the Canadians. If you go over there thinking you're going to beat Russia, twin, all I got is, who's putting the battery in their back? Talk to me, twin. Who is putting the battery in the back? Who's putting the battery in their back? Who's putting the battery in the back? Because they putting the battery in the back. Geez, I'm not understanding this, man. Somebody is putting the battery in the back. Twin, you still there? Uh-oh. Look like I lost you. Twin, they messed up with my count. Say something in the chat. Uh-oh. Okay, there you go, twin. Yeah, this thing is weird, man. It keeps showing people, and it won't show people. Leave a comment in the chat, twin. Because this damn must be some good money involved. But see, the thing, twin, you got to be able to spend the money. You can't spend the money if you're dead. But I would agree with you. It's got to be some good money involved, unless the money is sent directly to their family. I don't see how, because you don't know. I wouldn't. First of all, I got trust issues. If I go to war, I have to trust this government to pay my family. And you would have to. I mean, I don't know, twin. What? Talk to me, twin, because I have trust issues with that. Because they lying about the war. They probably lying. Oh yeah, we can defeat Russia. That's a lie. Oh, Ukraine's winning against Russia. That's a lie. So if they say, oh, we'll pay you in the event of your death, we'll pay your family. So you done told two lies. You expect me to believe the third lie? I'm just saying, twin. I don't, they lying too much, man, and I can't jump out the window for somebody that I see clearly who's lying. Now they may not see who's lying. Like I said, I talked to this person from Canada. The Canadians, they're fully brainwashed, thinking that goddamn you could defeat Russia. And then I had one guy. It's unbelievable at this point, honestly. Twin, you know, the news media lies so well. See, you got channels like mine, and then you got the mainstream media. For some reason, people believe in the mainstream media before they'll believe me. I get it. They don't know me. They know NBC and CNN and all them, so they trust these goddamn big time media conglomerates, even though it's been shown that they've been lied. Maybe they didn't understand the lie, but yeah, these people, Jesus Christ, brother. I don't know. I don't know, man. And I try to, I'm gonna upgrade this channel. I'm gonna try to be more presentable, but it's like, oh, I'm just some guy in the truck talking shit. I guess that's the way they look at me, but it's clearly, man, like you and I, twin, it seemed like it would be common sense that, yeah, you're not going to defeat Russia on their doorstep. You're not going to defeat Russia. You're not going to defeat Russia. And like you said, it must be good money because they got people in the Brazil and damn Argentina going, they just throwing them into the on the front line. And I'm like, what? Damn. Ooh, man. I don't, you know, I'm gonna tell you something, twin, that you've heard and a lot of people have heard, but they just ignored it. Kamala Harris is for the purge. She's for a world purge, world population control. And what better way to have population control is to send people off to war to get killed? There's your population control. Mainstream media has led many to hell. I check in which conscious and well studied people and veterans of war. That's right. That's right, twin. Man, I'm so glad that you're here, twin. Twin, we're like far few in between, brother. We're far few in between, man. And you know, on the western side, meaning the Russians clearly see that, yeah, they're stumping out Ukraine and they're stumping out NATO and they're stumping out any Americans that want to go over there, stumping out any Canadians and South Americans that want to go over there. Obviously, long time no see. What do you mean long time no see, Sterling? You the one ain't been. I've been doing, goddamn. Black Sun is definitely the truth. Oh, thanks. Appreciate that, twin. Let's get back to Sterling. Sterling talk about a long time no see. No, where you been, Sterling? I've been here. Where you been? I've been here. You ain't been here. I get it. You're busy. Your schedule, but you say long time no see. But long time no see, Sterling. I'm here. Twin, I tell you, we've been here. We've been here. We've been here. Where you been? Where you been? No, I'm messing with you, Sterling. What's going on? Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, we been here, man. And Sterling. Yep, Sterling. Yeah, we been here, Sterling. Hey, we been here, Sterling. But good to see you. Um, Sterling, like I was telling Twin yesterday, I'm gonna start setting up a schedule so you'll see when I'm about to. I'm not just gonna just for 2026. I'm not just gonna cut the camera on and pop on. Unless it's breaking news, I'll pop on. But for the most part, the standard shows, I'll have a schedule and then appear. I ain't gonna just cut the camera on. We back. Stacy, Sterling said we back. Yeah, I'm gonna start setting up schedules. So, because I have a lot of people that watch the show and be like, "Damn, I missed the live." So I'll set up a schedule and then start going based on that schedule. Now, if there's breaking news, I'm gonna just cut the camera on. But you guys already know because any type of breaking news happen, you guys will know and be like, oh, let me see what Black Sun has to say about it. And I'll pop on then. But if it ain't breaking news, if it's just a standard show, I'll post a schedule starting in 2026. That's what I'll start doing. So, but yeah, Sterling, we just talking about Russia. Set your notifications, folks. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm gonna start doing polls too. I'm gonna start doing all that. I'm gonna start utilizing all the YouTube tools and all that. Now, the only thing I'm not gonna do is the thumbnail because it seems like the thumbnail don't matter. I mean, the thumbnails are creative, but unless I have guests, I'll do thumbnails. But if it's just me in the truck, all good here in Houston. Sterling, I hope all is well. Yeah, Houston, home of Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. Dance party with Beyonce. 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 Houston, the home of Beyonce. Shout out to the people in Beyonce. Shout out to the Beehive. You know, the Beehive, boy, they serious, bro. Oh, the Beehive was a downfall. I'm in Colombia. Okay, cool deal. Now, Sterling, we got to talk. Because I think there's some Colombians over there in Ukraine too, man. We got to talk, bro. We got to talk about, I don't know if there are Colombian mercenaries over there, but we got to talk, brother. Are there people over there in Colombia going to goddamn Ukraine to fight? To fight the Russians? What is the Colombian media saying about the Ukraine and Russia war? Because there's a lot of South Americans going over there. And I don't know if it's, see, I know Colombia, I don't know if they said they were Colombian mercenaries, but they're definitely Brazilian and Argentinian mercenaries. So I'm assuming there's probably Colombian mercenaries over there. But what are they saying over there in your media about the whole Russia war? Trump on y'all ass. Yeah, Trump is tripping. Yeah, Trump is tripping, twin. Trump is tripping with that whole. We want to stop the drug cartels, man. Come on, Trump, stop that, man. You know the drugs come on over here on cargo ships, not on little speedboats. Like Trump, you tripping, man. Trump tripping. Trump is tripping with that, twin. We know goddamn well that's news to me. I didn't know they were getting people from other countries to fight over there. Yeah. They know Ukrainians. Yeah, they're recruiting. Man, they got Canadian mercenaries over there. Clinton's more talking about Venezuela. Okay. Yeah, I can get that. Yeah, I can get that to distract. Yeah, blowing up boats like he's playing Battlefield. twin, twin. First of all, twin. I know that you know that drugs come over on cargo ships, not on little speedboats. Trump said no new wars. Remember? Yeah, he did say that. Yeah, Trump. Yeah, Trump did say that. He did say that. But I will say one good thing about Trump. We have a better chance of avoiding World War III with Trump than any other body. But Trump, yeah, you know, he's got the goddamn D state on his shoulders, man. He's really trying to finagle this thing. If he gets out of, all Trump has to do is get out of goddamn Ukraine. If he gets out of Ukraine, man, then he would have done his job. But if he don't get out of Ukraine, if he don't stop funding Ukraine, then I don't know. Trump is on his own with that. Yeah, I can't back Trump if he can't goddamn get us out. He got to get us out. He got to goddamn cut that shit, cut the funding to Ukraine. He's got to cut the funding because that shit is a lost cause. Ukraine is a lost cause. Definitely a lost cause for Ukraine. But um, as far as the Venezuela thing, I'm gonna just say this: drugs come on over on cargo ships. You think he'd be nervous about pulling out Black Sun? Yeah, he's very nervous because people, they're saying they don't want another Afghanistan situation. You know how disastrous that was under Biden, right? The whole Afghan man. People, they showed that video of people hanging on to the planes and they weren't even inside the planes, twin. These Afghanis were hanging from the damn airplane and shit. I'm like, yo, how? Now you talk about common sense, twin. Let's talk, twin. Let's talk. Zelensky wanted to take the peace deal back to 2022. Yep. No, he should have took it back. He should have took that deal in 2022. Hell, each day it gets worse and worse. It gets worse and worse. Now, twins are brothers, so I gotta ask. No, I could ask you this too, Sterling. But twin, can we go back to Afghanistan when we pulled out? Can we do that, twin? Because I gotta talk to you, twin. I gotta talk to you. Like we got to talk man to man right now. We gotta talk man to man. You too, Sterling. You can be part of this conversation, but we gotta talk man to man right now, twin. Just press the one because we got to be right here, twin. Just press the one. because we got to talk about some real serious business right now. I got to have a serious discussion with you, twin, because this one's serious. Okay, one. Twin, we understand that we pulled out of Afghanistan, right? All in, okay. And, the people we were pulling out. Twin, did you see the airplane pulling off and there were people hanging on the wheels? They were hanging on the wheels. They were hanging on the air. They were hanging off the airplane. Think about how bad life must be to cling to those people taking off. Sterling, I know life is bad for them people over in Afghanistan. I don't know they fear dying, but hanging on to an airplane, is that going to better your situation? Like you, help me understand this, twin. Sterling, help me understand this. Life is bad. They probably cutting people's heads off over there. It was crazy to witness that. Yo, twin, no, twin, no. What was going through their head? The plane is taking off, and you hanging on to the damn. First of all, the damn wheels are gonna roll up, right? Once you get so high, the damn, the damn wheels come in. So you hanging on to the wheels. What do you think's gonna happen to the wheels, twin? I'm concerned about humanity. Like they were hanging on. They were hanging on. Their life, and the plane was taking off. Like what, twin? You got to talk to me, twin. I want you to, and you want to offend me. I want you to talk to me like I'm a 5-year-old, twin. Desperate at his finest, suicidal. No. It, twin, please help me, twin. And I won't be offended. Talk to me like I'm 5 years old right now. Why would a person be hanging? Like, did they expect the plane to stop? Like, what? Talk to me, twin. I'm really confused about this. I will humble myself and whatever. I'm just going to humble myself. You're going to teach class today, twin. Like, what were they thinking, twin? Because I have no answers for that. We right here, twin. What were they? What did they think when they were holding on to the airplane wheels? What did they think was going to happen to the wheels eventually? Because they're dumbasses. Okay, twin. All right, you said it, twin. I'm just trying to figure out because it was a lot of people. It was a lot of dumbasses. That's a lot of dumbasses. You know how many people that were clinging onto the plane? Like, talk to me, twin. But he gave an answer. He said they were dumbasses. But I said, talk to me like I'm a 5-year-old. You didn't just cuss at a 5-year-old. Oh, they dumbasses. Damn, twin, you just kept it simple, man. I'm trying to understand them. And like they were holding on. The plane pulling off. They're like, oh, they're holding on. And I'm like, what do you, like, even if the wheels didn't contract, you still going to be up in the air holding on. Like, what? Trump said good riddance. They drank too much Red Bulls. Yo, Sterling, ain't that much Red Bull in the world, right? Twin laughing. Well, something's in that Red Bull to think you gonna hold on to an airplane, and pull off. You about 100 miles up in the air. They gotta outlaw that Red Bull. If you think you're gonna hold on to an airplane and go 100 miles up in the air and still be holding on, and you got miles to go. Give the wings. Twin funny. Nah, but for real, I think they were trying to get the plane, and then it was too late. Sterling, no, Sterling, no. There were people running, and there were people that latched on. So what were they thinking? Okay, I'm gonna latch on to this running plane. No, Sterling, explain to me like I'm 5 years old, please, and I won't be offended. Treat me like I'm 5 years old right now. Like, there are people that ran and jumped on and latched onto the damn wheels. And there were some people already latched onto the wheels. Like, how long do you think you were going to goddamn just, like how long did you think you were going to hold on? True poetic. Hey, hey, black son, I need to hear this. No, true poetic. Okay, I'm going to take you back to Afghanistan. See, okay, I need a women's touch on this because y'all, goddamn Sterling and Twin just calling them dumbasses. Sterling, do you remember when we pulled out of Afghanistan? Do you remember that, true poetic? As the plane taking off. Right, 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 right. Twin, you killing me, man. I'm trying to get an understanding. You killing me, right. They lashing, they running. Like, what the hell? Poetic, help me out, sister. Help me out, sister. These people in Afghanistan, yeah, okay. So did you see the video when that plane was pulling off and they were latching on to the airplane? Do you remember that, sis, when they pulled out of Afghanistan? People were like, they jumped on the goddamn wheels. And you had several people like latching on. Some people were holding on to the plane. Oh, you laugh and see, oh man, okay. Look, Twin and Sterling were already laughing. I was trying to get a woman's touch, mature woman's touch, and you sit up here laughing. Sure do. Okay, right. She laughing. See, I already see where this going to go. Even True Poetic, she even laughing. She like laughing. She's like, what the hell? Like, True Poetic, help me, sister. Help me, sister. Sister, help me. Sister from across the pond, help me. Help me, sister. My sister from across the pond, help me. What were they thinking? True Poetic, help me out. Like when they were running and they grabbed onto the airplane. First of all, because she. Oh, there you go. Yeah, he's got it. Sterling got the video. You travel a lot, True Poetic. You travel a lot, sister. So you've been on many planes. So the damn wheel. All is lost, black. No, it can't be. It can't be. No, True Poetic. No, it can't. No, that's what it's come to. People running and grabbing on planes when the damn wheel is going to contract. You, sister, been on many planes. This sister, I don't mean to put you out there, poetic, but this sister stays at the airport. She stays at the airport. She's constantly at the airport. She's constantly traveling. She done been to Dubai. She done been to Africa, England, of course. You know what I'm saying? She's been all over. So she knows. She done seen them down the wheels contract. She done seen that. People were grabbing onto those wheels, True Poetic. Now, True Poetic, she only seen the airplane when she's inside the plane. Like she'd be at the airport. The most she's seen is like when they're boarding, she'll look out the window, but she's never actually, grabbed onto the air. She's the closest she's been to that is, she get her seat. Yep, always traveling, and the sights are getting worse. Oh, the sights getting worse. True Poetic. Okay, well, poetic. Oh, poetic. So let's go back, poetic. Like the closest you've been to an airplane wheel is you being seated near the dang emergency door. That's the closest you've been. So imagine all your trips you've been, all over. But imagine people grabbing onto those wheels. They're grabbing onto the wheels as the plane is pulling off, as it's charging. They just steady holding on. First of all, the people on the planes are getting worse. Oh, I know they are. I know. And my sister, she just retired from being she used to be a stewardess. But anywho, not nature mom, but my older sister. My older sister, I know it's getting worse. Agreed. But yeah, you gotta help me understand because Twin has tried, Sterling has tried, but you gotta help me. What was the like? What were they thinking grabbing onto the airplanes? Like they're grabbing on, what were they, like, they didn't think this thing through, obviously, but I'm just trying to think what's going through their mind. Shout out to Nature Mom. Yeah, yeah, shout out to Nature Mom. Like what? You gotta plan stuff. You gotta plan ahead. You gotta plan steps. You just can't willy-nilly. What this does, True Poetic, Sterling, Twin, what this does, Tom Cruise Mission wait a minute. Twin, is that what it is? Watching too many goddamn Tom Cruise Mission Impossible movies, that you might be on to something. Twin, you might be on to something. You might be on to something. Monkey see, monkey do. Twin, monkey see, monkey do. You might be on to something. Because only in Hollywood can a person grab onto a wheel and survive. But in reality, no. That's well, we saw what happened in reality when then people grabbed onto the damn wheel and the plane started taking off. Like before the plane could even get into the goddamn halfway into the air, people were already falling off and they were already, Twin, you're on point. Yeah, Twin is on point. Y'all on point, man. You on point, True Poetic Sterling. Y'all are on point tonight. I'm just trying to understand. Yeah, he's on point. It has to be people who saw the goddamn Mission Impossible movies with Tom Cruise and thinking, oh, well, I saw Tom Cruise do it. I'm going to do it too. Twin, okay, Twin, you onto something, Twin. Because I'm like, who could be that stupid? Who could be that damn dumb to grab onto a moving plane? I'm not going to even grab onto a moving car. I'm not going to even be in back of a pickup truck. That's like being in the back of a pickup truck standing up. It has to be the reason. It has to be the reason, Twin. It has to be. Like, how do you grab onto a moving plane and shit? You grab it onto a moving plane, it's like, it makes no sense. It makes no sense. Hold on, y'all. Let me see. Hold on one second. Hey.
Hey, when you get out here, make a left, go all the way down to Marketplace. The GPS gonna tell you anyway, but go to Marketplace and make a left.
Okay.
Go to 41, make a left.
Okay.
Then you can follow the GPS from there. You can
Okay.
take the highway when you're coming back.
Oh, okay. Okay.
All right.
All right. Simple enough. Ha ha ha. They think they're invincible. True Poetic, they've been watching too many, like Twin said, Twin's on point. They watch too many Mission Impossible movies. So I'm like, what, like, yeah, you have to be watching too many movies and believe the movies. First of all, you got to stop believing what you see on the movies, Muslim people. People of Afghanistan. You got to understand, first rule is that Hollywood is fake. So when you see Tom Cruise doing all the damn CGI AI stunts, that's not real. So we're gonna chalk. Oh, so Twin wins the award. Everybody, he wins the award. Everybody, give Twin an applause because he figured out the mystery. Like what possessed him? It was Mission Impossible. They need to give disclaimers in those countries and be like, okay, everything that is shot in CGI. Tom Cruise does his own stunts and no CGI. Okay, well, you know what, Twin, I don't know how to respond to that, Twin. I don't know how to respond to that. I don't know how to respond to that, Twin. I really don't know how to respond to that. I just, oh my God, my brain right now, my brain is short circuiting right now because I'm just like, I don't, Khalif, Bihuri Khalifa, Bihuri Khalifa. I don't even know how to pronounce that, True Poetic. But, True Poetic, you've been, and I don't want to put you on the spot, but you've been to some of these Islamic countries. You've been there. My sister's and I'm just trying to understand, like, do they understand that Hollywood is fake? I mean, we saw what Twin just said. Tom Cruise does his own stunts. Okay, I don't even know how to respond to that. Shout out to you, Twin, but grabbing onto an airplane wheel, or you in midair and you just grab it onto the wing, like we gotta. Oh gosh, since when does entertainment become reality? Like, we gotta stop that, man. These people, but these people lost their lives to some goddamn Mission Impossible movie. Yes, understand Hollywood is fake. Do they really understand that? Because them people in Afghanistan, they grabbed on. They grabbed onto them wheels. They grabbed onto the whatever they can grab onto, and the plane was just, and they were just steady, just falling off like ants. And I'm like thinking, you can't fear death because you jumping right on death's door when you're doing that. Yeah, true poetic laughing, but I'm saying, right, they fear it. Oh my gosh, the horrible things that are going to happen in my country. Oh, I don't want to die, but you're jumping right on death. You're jumping right on death's door by driving onto a moving airplane like that, grabbing the wheels. I don't get it. Stupid on sight. SOS stupid on sight. Twin, you on fire this morning. You on fire this morning, twin. I'm like, oh my God, what? Oh man, even if I could hold on, there would be little oxygen and freezing temperatures. Right, Sterling, and you're gonna fatigue yourself. Like, Sterling, you work out, right? You ever just hang on the monkey bars? I know we've all done it. I know you guys are all in shape, twin. You ever just hung up? You go to the goddamn thing, just hang on the monkey bars. Not even just do pull-ups. You just hang there. You just hang on monkey bars. Press one in the chat if you. I know you all of you done it. Uh, uh, twin. I know you done it. Sterling. I know you've done it. I know all of y'all done that. Just hang on the monkey bars. Just hang on the monkey bars for 10 minutes. Have you just hung on the monkey bars for 10 minutes? One, right? Okay, so twin, right? You true poetic. I know you done it too. Just hang on the monkey bars for 10 minutes. Yes, it's hard to hang for 60 seconds. Right. Y'all see what Serlin just said? He said it's hard to just hang on for 60 seconds. Truth said, remember the scene where Tom Cruise is hanging on the hands on the Kajari Khalafi, bare hands on the Barry Gaddafi. Right, true poetic. That's what I'm saying. So, right, let's just go back to the monkey bar. So, Sterling said he could barely hang for 60 seconds. I do hang before I do my pull-ups as a warm-up. Okay, twin, that's right. Okay, so you just hang there, right? Right, you hang there. So how long does it take before your shoulders start burning, twin? Before your shoulders start burning, how long does it take before you feel that burn? And no, I can't hold into monkey bars. Okay, no problem, too poetic. That's fine, sis. Okay, so 20, 30 seconds max. Twin, who works out on a regular, who does pull-ups on a regular, can only hang there for 20 and 30 seconds. Now, Twin is in good shape. It's usually grip, usually that makes you come down. Right, the grips, right. So what I'm saying, whether it be your shoulders or your grip, your palms, something's gonna start burning, something's gonna give. And for a person like Twin and Sterling, for y'all to be in shape, y'all are not about to grab onto no damn airplane wheels. So I doubt, Twin, you sure have to be strong-handed for sure. So what I'm saying, twin, I seriously doubt any of those people who died that day did the exercises that you do. I seriously doubt they hung on the monkey bars for 20 or 30 seconds. Whether their shoulders gave out or whether their grip gave out, I doubt they did any exercises before that. Because if they did the exercises, they would have known that I'm not going to be able to last because I can't even hang on the monkey bars for 30 seconds. And you expect me to hang on to the airplane for how long? Gripmaster at work as we speak. Right. Gripmaster's right. It ain't no Gripmaster that's going to help you 100 feet up in the air. Twin, there's no monkey master grip that's going to help you 100 feet up in the air, is what I'm saying. With all that you do, right, you laughing, right, you already know. Because it takes the plane about more than 30 seconds to run and then get airlifted. That takes a minute. So you running with the G-forces. You running. It's about 200 miles just on the runway. That's before you get airlifted. So you running on the runway, and you've been on an airplane. I know. True Play. She's been on an airplane. When you're on an airplane, it's like you can feel the damn forces. Like what kind of technique for holding into monkey bars? As soon as I get up, I drop down. True Poetic, you funny. So True Poetic, tell them about when you be on the airplane. They'd be like, it goes okay, everybody, plane, and it goes. Then next thing you're in your seat, like you feel those forces, like you feel the forces before the plane even lifts off. You're like this. It's just like 200 miles an hour. You're like this in your damn seat. You be feeling that shit. You know what? I ain't gonna lie. The link is about the Afghan boy who survived in the wheel. Whoa, really? Oh, Sterling just shut my mouth. A boy survived that? I'm speechless, y'all. Sterling just shut me up. Somebody actually survived that shit. Sterling, have you been on an airplane? Damn, he survived that shit? Because, like I said, you be in an airplane and before you could take off, wow, yeah, that's a wow. Yeah, you got me. Yo, you got me. Wow. Wow. I remember that. Yeah, you know what? I did remember hearing about. I'm like, damn, how did he survive that though? How did he survive that? Yeah, True Poetic's like, huh? Yeah, I'm like, how you survive that? Because right now, True Poetic is remembering every trip she been on. Tell him, True Poetic, before the plane lifts off, you in your seat like this. It's like you feel those G-forces. You feel that, don't you? True Poetic, that's fun. Yeah, that's why she likes go. True Poetic, she likes the airplane trips more than she likes the actual trips. Tell me I'm lying, True Poetic. You're not gonna admit it, True Poetic, but a lot of people are addicted to the airplane trips than they are the actual trips. But you may not even realize it, but you're addicted. It's like going to the goddamn like the carnival, like here we call it Six Flags or like yeah. A lot of people who travel, they don't even realize they like that thrill. Subconsciously, they think, "Oh, I'm gonna go to Paris, or I'm gonna go to Nigeria, I'm gonna go to New York." No, they like the airplane trips. That's what they like. No, they don't even realize it. Maybe he had practice. Mac, he was holding on for dear life. I guess the pain was like, right, the pressure builds up. I love flying. Yeah, I know. That's a lot of people won't admit it, but the actual airplane trip is more fun than the actual vacations. They just addicted to the airplane drives. That's what it is. They like the adrenaline rush. And they don't even. And then you got people who travel and they get bored. Oh, I've been to France. Oh, I've been to Dubai. And it's like they don't realize it's the trip going there. That's their fun. Going on the airplane trip is the fun. That's the thrill. But when they get to actual city, they just like, yeah, yeah, Paris. Yeah, yeah, London. Yeah, LA. Atlanta. Yeah, Brazil. Yeah. Yeah, Tokyo. No, Tokyo. I wouldn't mind going to Tokyo myself. But yeah, yeah, Tokyo. Yeah, Beijing. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, Kashmir, oh, India, yeah. But it's the trip going there that's the fun. Tell me I'm lying, true poetic. Here's a woman who's well traveled. After a while, you get bored from city to city, but the airplane trip keeps you going. That's what keeps you going, but you don't even realize it. You're addicted to the airplane trip. You're addicted to that rush, that getting, that go. You feel all the forces. You're going up. That's the excitement. That's the excitement. If you're honest with yourself, no lies told. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's yeah. Now, true poetic. She's like, whoa, I'm flying an attic. Like, so you're so right. Yeah, you are. Yeah, you are. You're addicted to the airplane flights. You're not addicted to the cities because true poetic. I already know when you get to damn London and New York and all these places, you be like, huh? Okay, yeah, just another city. Oh yeah, I've been there. Just for bragging, but it's the actual airplane trip that you enjoy, that you're addicted to. Yeah, you're addicted to the airplane. The only commonality between all these cities, whether it be goddamn Moscow, Dubai, is the airplane trip going there. All over Africa, especially Africa, man, because you got to get on several airplanes to go to Africa, go to like Nigeria or whatever, or South Africa. You got to take airplanes, and the more airplanes, the more thrill you get, the more stops. And subconscious, you don't even think about it. You're addicted to all the airplane trips. That's what it is. It's not the cities, it's the actual airplane trip. So the more you get on the airplane, the more excited you get. True poetic. It's not even the cities. A lot of people psych themselves out to think of the cities. They get bored in the cities, man. You done been to Paris. You done been to England. You done been. First of all, you done been all over Europe, so you're bored of every European city. Tell me I'm lying, true poetic. Tell me I'm lying. You done been to every goddamn European city. But it's the airplane trips that you enjoy. It's whatever, I'm in awe of my phone in the sky, not the photos of the cities themselves. That is true, poetic. Yeah, that's true. It's the airplane trip. It's the thrill of being up in the air. You traveling, the G4. Yeah, all that is yeah. But a lot of people don't realize that, and a lot of people are again, and I'm not being funny, are addicted to getting on the airplanes. That's the thrill. You know, they get a rush out of that, and so. Um, But let's get back to this boy, this young boy who survived. So his determination overrode his pain because that's a lot of pain to hold on to. The goddamn airlines heard about it and they about to start offering outdoor seating. Right, right, outdoor seating. Yeah, right. Oh gosh. Yeah, that boy that survived, he had a high threshold for pain, and he must have realized, them if I let go, I'm dead. I don't know how he did it, and then like you said, it gets cold up in there too. I don't know how the boy did it, but I'm gonna after I do this live, I'm gonna see if I can pull up a video and hear that interview and understand what he went through. Man, he must have his threshold for pain. He must have felt like, you know what, I'm not gonna die. I'm gonna hold on for dear life, if even if it hurts. His pain threshold he must have just went beyond that. His arms must have been like all his arms and his hand must have been raw from pain. But he's like, damn, if I let go, I'm dead under the wheel discount, right? Twin, y'all got jokes. Oh my God, twin, y'all got jokes, man. I'm trying to figure out how this boy survived. Like I said, twin, you do pull-ups on a regular and you hang to warm up and your grip and your shoulders start burning after 30 seconds. It takes more than 30 seconds for the plane to go down the runway because the plane has to build up a speed. I think it's like 200 miles an hour. It has to run 200 miles an hour before it could get liftoff. That's 100 miles an hour, that pressure, and you holding on. Well, first of all, you were already holding on, so your shoulders are already burning, your grip is already burning, everything's burning. So how did he? Damn, I gotta hear his testimony because how did he endure that pain? First of all, how did he endure them damn G forces? Because, like I said, True Poetic could tell you that plane when it gets to 200 miles an hour, you like you're sunk in your seat. That's where you get the thrill. She's reminiscing right now about it. Yeah, you get a thrill out of that. I don't think the young boy was on the same flight 12 years ago. It was more recent. Oh, it was a different flight. Okay, because yeah, that flight that I saw, all them people fell off in Afghanistan. They all like the plane was didn't even get in the sky and they were already tumbling off. And then whoever was managed to get past some G forces when he got airborne, that they took the rest of them off. It wasn't nobody. It wasn't nobody hand gliding on that plane. That plane just whoosh right. Triple hits and whoosh. Oh my gosh. Oh goodness. Yeah. 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 That them G forces, man. Like I said, yeah. That's the thrill I get when I'm on the actually. The thrill I get is not even when I'm in the sky. It's the runway. Going down that runway, that's more fun than the actual air. To me, it's just me, True Poetic. I like the runway, feeling the G forces when it goes about 200 miles an hour. Then when it goes up, it's like, oh, the thrill's gone. Once the plane gets airlifted, I'm like, and now there's like a couple of seconds. I'm like, oh yeah, get a little rush. But once the plane, when it hits the runway, so when it gets like that, that's when you get your rush. But once the plane gets really up in the air and the rush is gone. But it's that few seconds of thrill that you seek every time you travel. Every time you travel, you're looking for that runway, and then right when the plane gets up, you're first of all when you're back at the G forces, and then you feel the plane get lifted. Yeah, that's a good feeling. Yeah, Black Sun, the setting off is great. You're telling on yourself, poetic. You're telling on yourself. Yeah, we get our thrill, like I said, when the plane goes down the runway, and then when it slightly goes up, and then that the thrill's gone. Once the plane gets up and up, when it gets leveled, it's gone. It's like, damn, will the plane lift or not? Will the plane lift or not? Yeah, like I said, like the 200 miles an hour, and then when it first gets off the ground. I don't know how long it lasts for you, but that's once the plane gets level, the thrill is gone. Even when the plane is kind of up and it's turning, the thrill is still there, but once it gets level, it's gone. And that's why we pay 600, 800, $1,200 just for that little thrill. It's not going to the city. I don't want to go to London, but I want to. It's the travel to London and then landing too, and you feel like when you're about to feel a little turbulence, that should make your heart jump. You feel a little turbulence, and you feel like you hear the goddamn wheel scream. You feel like you're like, oh shit, that's a thrill too when it's landed. Now I'm gonna say this, and I know True Poetic is gonna reminisce about this, but she be over some damn yes. When the plane levels, I need thrills from the turn. Right? See, True Poetic is the type of person. Don't let it be like a storm. Yeah, they like. Wait a minute. You better enjoy Sex Pistols tour, even though Ramones are better. I bet you enjoy Sex Pistols tour. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna have to. God's light salvation. I'm gonna have to do a special show on that, brother. I'm gonna have to do a special show on that. There's another survivor story I just posted. Yes, Sterling, post them all. I need interviews because I need to know how they survived that. I need to hear their testimony, Sterling, because I'm like I need to know what type of pain they went through, had to endure. Like you got to endure that pain. It's either endure that pain or you die. You're dead. So there was a lot of pain. His hands, his arms, his biceps, his shoulders, his goddamn right here, all that was in pain. All that's in pain because you're using all these muscles. And so, yeah, thanks, Sterling. Appreciate that because yeah, I need a testimony of the pain threshold he had to go through because that's a lot of pain. That's a lot of pain. Like I said, Twin, he hangs on the muscle bars for 30 minutes and he gets a burn, a warm up, and the shoulders warm up, and he's getting a burn 30 seconds. I need to hear what pain injuries they sustain for real. I do too, Poetic. I need to hear that too because that's a lot of pain because all that blood, all that blood in your shoulders. Oh man, that's ooh, and then right here, you're gonna feel all that right there burning. All that's gonna burn. Your ooh, all that's burning. That's yeah. That you're gonna the threshold. You're gonna sustain an injury. That's how I understand. Yeah, because once your muscles you hold on like that, and it gets so. Oh damn, he must. I guess his muscles must have just locked. He must have just locked, and he must have. But see, the thing is, when you do that, some people go unconscious. But he must have understood. He must have see the psychological. I really got to hear the. I got to hear his interview. But yeah, true point. There were definitely injuries sustained, but I got to understand how he was able to maintain his consciousness because sometimes when people get so much pain, they just pass out, and your body. Wait, what happened? Oh, guys, like we're talking about. So Sterling, he posted survivors of people who grabbed onto airplane wheels and so how it all started off, we started off about talking about the people in Afghanistan. You remember that? Press the one if you remember so I can get you caught up. The people in Afghanistan, remember they grabbed onto the wheels and then the plane pulled off and all them people fell to their death. So Sterling, okay, one. So Sterling said there was a boy who survived in the wheel. Now, Sterling, I know you've worked out. You know you've done pull-ups. Press two if you've done pull-ups on the monkey bar. If you've done pull-ups on the monkey bar, let me know. I like zombies try to mob the planes leaving. Yeah, yeah, it was. People jumping on plane wheels. Too. Okay, so oh, that's a Sterling. I meant to say the other guy. I'm sorry, but yeah, Sterling. Okay, so we all know when you hang on the monkey bars, all this is gonna goddamn burn. This is gonna burn. This all that's gonna burn. That's gonna burn. And um, to okay, so Black Sun, I want to hear so I can get tips for survival on future flights with mega turbulence. Oh god dang twin. Um, apparently they survived in wheel compartment. Right, but okay, I see what you're saying. So Sterling, what you're saying is once they held on, they just need to hold on long enough for the wheels to go in. Is that what you're saying? I think that's what you're trying to say. You're trying to say that you don't have to hold on the whole trip. You just got to hold on long enough for the turbulence and then for the wheels to pull up. Once the wheels to pull up, you can let go. Yes, I think so. Okay, I think that's what he's trying to say because yeah, he's not gonna hold on the whole time. Yeah, he'll pass out from the pain. So, um, he'll pass out from the pain. They go up in it. They go up in it. So once they go up in, then they let go, right? Okay, so I guess the pain threshold is not as bad as I initially thought. I'm thinking they holding on the whole time, but okay. So when the wheels are down, you can just jump in. Oh, wait a minute. No, 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 no. How do you just jump in, Sterling? Wait, the wheels. Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm not understanding that. Yes, but there are no heat in that compartment. No, there's not no heat in that compartment. So they're gonna suffer from the cold. But what I'm trying to understand, Sterling just said it is pretty. Yeah, so twin, I gotta understand. Sterling, he just said they could freeze in there, right? So like she was saying, like Poetic was saying, they sustain some injuries. Like I said, you're gonna sustain muscle injury. You're gonna sustain injuries from the cold. See at Black Sun, picture me holding that wheel on the next flight. Poetic. I'm just trying to rationalize him holding on. Now, Sterling just said, okay, so he's holding on. So they grab onto the wheel. Then the wheel starts rolling. Like, what are they? Or so they are they like? So they're holding on to the wheel. So how long they got to wait for the wheel to pull up? Because you gotta, man, you gotta sustain them G forces, man. You gotta be strong as hell. That's adrenaline junkie sports white people shit. Oh my God, you can, yeah, but adrenaline. So I know what you're saying. Adrenaline reduces the pain. I'm gonna tell y'all a story. I'm gonna tell y'all a story when I was young, when I was in high school. Um, I'm gonna tell y'all a story. Red Bull Salvation. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you how adrenaline works. When I was young, straight out of the Caucasus Mountains shit. Right. I think adrenaline does reduce your pain because I remember me and my friends, we were walking home from school, right? And there were some dogs. There were some big dogs, German Shepherds, uh, the Rottweiler. This is before pit bulls. It was like Doberman Pinschers. These were some vicious dogs, right? We were throwing rocks at the dogs. The dogs, and we were just walking. We didn't realize there was an opening right there, and them dogs, they were chasing us. I started running, and this was like an industrial area. I started running, and there were barbed wire fence. I hopped over the barbed wire fence to get away from the dogs. These are razor sharp. I cut my hands and everything, and I did not feel that until later. Until oh shit, my hands are bleeding. But to get away from them dogs, yeah, I had my backpack on too, and I hopped over the barbed wire fence, not thinking like razor sharp. Like I was thinking, I know I'm gonna be tore by these dogs. So I hopped over the barbed wire fence, and I like literally hopped over that shit. And I'm glad I didn't get mangled in it. That would have been damn a tragedy. But no, just, I managed to hop over that shit. Hands got fucked up. I don't even know if I could even see. No, that was a long time ago. You can't even see the scars. But yeah, my shits was cut up. Like, adrenaline. Adrenaline. Because them dogs were big. Like I said, we were throwing rocks at them. See, a guy could roll a car and break his upper leg and jump out and run a mile before he drops. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, like I said, I had a backpack on me, and when them dogs they saw that opening, they're like, like, it was like slow motion. Paul feeling that case. Oh, Jake Paul finally got knocked out. Shout out to Jake Paul, man. I started to like him because him and Mike Tyson fought, but yeah, I knew he was gonna get knocked out at some point, man. He was just talking too much shit. If monkey grip techniques needed, I've had it. No holding on for me. Maybe adrenaline will keep me holding on though. I think so, True Poetic. I think, um, I've heard stories about like cars rolling, like it was a story I heard where this car kind of rolled on the baby, and the mother lifted the car up to get the baby out. I've heard some amazing stories of adrenaline. So, and again, I can tell you my story. When I ran away from them dogs, like the backpack was heavy too. I was running. All I could see were them dogs going. Rawr! They were slobbering. You just see teeth like ah, rawr! They were like, I was like, oh hell no! And I damn hopped the barbed wire fence and got over that shit and just, yo, I got over that. My hands got cut up, but I was like, I ain't gonna. I didn't get cut up by them dogs though. Fight or flight response. Yeah, yeah, fight or flight response. Yeah, it is. I'm gonna just tell you, y'all. It's just, yeah, adrenaline will reduce the pain. Adrenaline will reduce the pain because, like I said, when I ran away from them dogs were, they all you saw were teeth, slobber, and them doing. They were mad because, like I said, we were throwing rocks at them. They were just getting mad. We were just throwing rocks at them. We didn't see that opening. But once we saw that, I don't know what happened to them. I just know everybody booked out. And we all had backpacks on, but we booked out. And I just saw some goddamn bob, and I just hopped over the fence, and ah, I just hopped over that shit. My hands got jacked up, but again, them dogs are like, yeah, sounds like Cujo. Yeah, it was at least five. It was five Cujos. Twin. It was five, like, just slobbering, just teeth, just, It seemed like the more mad they got, the longer their teeth got. We were just throwing rocks at them. Oh, God. We were throwing rocks at them, and they were just like, and they would get more mad. You saw more slobber, more teeth, and when they saw that open, they were like, and they just started running. We just booked it, man. I like, again, if y'all ever had a backpack on with books, a backpack on with books, then I had to hop a barbed wire goddamn fence. Yeah, that's adrenaline. Oh God, I need some water. Thinking about that just makes my damn blood rush. Thinking about that. It's some things you don't forget as a child, and I'll never forget that shit. I still remember how them dogs were going like, they're like, we gonna get your ass. We're gonna get you. They were running fast, and I never thought I could outrun a dog. I outran the dog that day. Goddamn, all my friends, we all outran them dogs that day. We outran them dogs. Them dogs were like, they saw it open. They're like, It was like slow motion. It was like, I'm just like, I don't know how. I don't know how I outran them dogs. That's adrenaline. Twin, Sterling, True Poetic. I outran everybody in the chat. I outran them dogs. That was adrenaline. A human with a backpack on is not supposed to outrun no damn dog. The dog got four legs. I got two with a backpack. I outran them. I was like, oh hell no, they're not going. I'm not going to be kibbles and bits today. How many dogs? It was like five of them. It was five, and they were big. They were, Doberman pinschers are usually skinny. They were big dogs too. That's probably why I outran them. But they were all muscles. They weren't fat. They were in shape dogs. But somehow I outran them. Me and my friends, we outran them dogs. When we saw that open, we like, oh shit. I guess we had a head start. Once the dogs were like, oh, and they even got more vicious. Their teeth grew even longer. Their teeth grew like their fangs grew 3 inches. Once they saw that gate open, that little spot, they fangs got it grew. The fangs grew. I know y'all think I'm crazy, but I know what I saw. The damn canines grew like 3 inches and shit. Y'all think I'm crazy? I'm not crazy. I know what I saw. The damn fangs grew the canines grew like 3 inches and shit. They saw that up and they're like, ah! And they damn teeth grew. Once their teeth grew, my damn legs grew. I broke down a basketball goal. Okay, twin said I broke down a basketball goal and landed on my back. The adrenaline helped me hold the goal up for crushing my head and posted around 200 pound. Oh shit! Oh yeah, yeah, twin. Goddamn. Wait. You pulled down the goal? Landed on my back. Oh shit. Help me. Oh wow. Oh, that's a lawsuit, twin. You mean? Wait a minute. You pulled. I can see that happening. Yeah, that's a lawsuit. See, it wouldn't be a lawsuit for me because we were teasing the damn dogs. We were teasing the dogs, but you were playing basketball. Shit like that shouldn't happen on the basketball court. See, that's that hood shit, man. Whoa, twin. Yeah, that's what I said. Whoa, twin. That's a lawsuit, twin. Yeah, that's a lawsuit. Yeah, that's a lawsuit, twin. I dumped my on my homeboy. This was at my house though. Okay. So you just damn, twin. Ooh, man. Ooh, damn, twin. Yeah. We do a lot in our damn teenage years, twin. Shit. Good God Almighty. Damn. Yeah, it's unfortunate, twin, because a lot of our accidents happen in sporting where we do a basketball, football. A lot of those injuries happen on those type of sports things. I survived without a scratch. I believe it, bro. I believe it. Yeah, you just got to be careful in that court, man. A lot of our injuries happen with sports. 90, I would say 95% of our injuries happen with sports. That's why you got to pay these athletes so much because the average lifespan of a football player and basketball player, well, football player, I think they say is like 6 to 7 years before they have to retire because yeah, they sustain a lot of injuries. Read my message about German Shepherds. It's after twins escapade. Okay, let me read. Hold on, let me read. How many dogs? All right. True Poetic, where's your YouTube channel? I need to subscribe to your channel. Put your channel in, man, so we can see your YouTube channel, Poetic. I need to see your YouTube channel. I need to. You need to take us on a tour. I don't see it either. True Poetic. We need to see your YouTube channel. You need to take us on a tour of London. We need to see England. We need to see England. We need to see our brothers and sisters over in England. Um, there's this guy that I'm subscribed to. He's from the UK. A bottle of water. Bottle of water. Damn, what's his damn name? Bottle of water. I don't know. You probably don't even know what I'm talking about. But it's a guy on YouTube from England, a brother, and his American accent is amazing. He has an amazing American accent, but he's from England. But he does like these skits, and you could tell he has a lot of friends from like Philly and all that, and from New York. You got to see this brother. His brother's good. He's good at imitating voices, but um, his famous skits are bottle of water. Damn, what's his damn name? Shout out to that brother, man. But yeah, the brothers and sisters in England, man, I've always wanted to go. I always want to go to England just to visit them, man. And now they call him Stowaway, Sterling. Yeah, Stowaway. I think that's him. Really, I said if German shepherds were chasing you, you would have been torn to pieces. Yeah, that's what I was saying, True Poetic. I already knew if them dogs caught me, it was over with. And I wasn't trying to find out. Like I said, them dogs' teeth grew. The damn canines grew. And I was like, oh no. And that's why I hopped over a barbed wire fence and tore my hands up. Yeah, German Shepherds and Doberman Pinschers don't play either. That's back in the day of Doberman Pinschers. I don't see Dobermans anymore. I see more Rottweilers and I see different breeds now. But back then, when I was a kid, it was Doberman Pinschers. And Doberman Pinschers, y'all think German Shepherds run fast? Doberman Pinschers run fast. Doberman Pinschers run fast as hell because they slim. But for some reason, these dogs were more buff. These Doberman Pinschers were buff, man. Usually they're skinny as hell, but Doberman Pinschers will tear you up too. Like German Shepherds will tear you up, but Doberman Pinschers, they're fast. Now I was saying that must be must be raw diets. Must be because yeah, their teeth grew and they were gonna tear us up, but not me. I was like the Bionic Man. I know what you mean that you're really tall. Yeah, it's funny too with his bottle of water skits. Yeah. Okay, so you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Bottle of water. Yeah, bottle of water. Yeah, his accent. Um, Smart owners feed them raw meats, not to process dry chows too. That stuff will kill your pets. Yeah. True poetic. He can switch up his accent really good. He can like because he'll be doing skits. Well, he'll play the American part, and he knows the difference between Southern Americans, Midwest Americans, and people like from Philly and New York. Like he must visit here because his accents are really like if I met him on the streets here and he put on one of the American accents, I wouldn't tell he was from England. I wouldn't mind to
All
be
right,
able to
let me go ahead and get those trucks for Asshole Enterprise on scale 1, Saddle 3.
scale one, salad three. All right, y'all, I got to get going. They're really get started. So, um, shout out to y'all. My pits are 16 and has a mix of raw and pedigree. Yeah, y'all got to feed them dogs right because you get dogs with cancer now because of their diet. So, um, sell one salad through. Okay, y'all, let me get going. The trucks are starting to move. I love y'all. Right. He seems to know the regional accents very yeah. He does. He does. Like I said, True Boy, before I go, if I was to meet him here in the U.S., I wouldn't know he's from England. He can hide his accent very well. Another person that can hide their accent, I don't know if you all see the TV show Fallout, the one that plays Lucy. She's from England. Like her accent is straight Cockney. She's straight Cockney, and then she hit her accent. I'm like, damn, how do these people from England come over here
707.
and hide their accents? Like, I think the black people can hide it better than the white people can, though, because I don't know what it is, but I don't know what it is. I don't know, True Boy. Like, I don't know if you can. I don't know if you can hide your accent, but a lot of brothers and sisters over there can hide their accents, man. And you would think they from damn Philly or goddamn from the South. Like that brother, he got his Southern accents down. He got his spider. Oh, come on, dude. Oh yeah, let me get going because these people are driving stupid, man. Go. All right, y'all, I'm out. Peace, y'all, because these people driving stupid already. Let me go.